Okay, guys, welcome back to Software Science. Welcome, developers. Welcome back. So, this is actually a big thing for me that I'm revealing I am back after a period of 3 years. Wow, 3 years. Okay, it's been a period of 3 years and approximately 2 months. The last period I made my video was around April 23. Yeah, April 2023. So now it's been 3 years. So I'm back. Yep, I'm back. It's been 3 years and a lot has happened. I mean, you've grown as a developer. I've grown as a developer. And that's a good thing because time moves forward regardless of whether we choose to change or not. Okay, so yeah. So in the period of 3 years, a lot can really happen. I mean, even for you, you've changed probably. You've learned new coding concepts. Maybe you've grown even in all spheres of your life. And that similarly is the same for me. I've also grown in my development journey, my career journey, and even in my other spheres of life. So what has really happened in these 3 years? I've worked on real client projects. Yes, I've built software for businesses. And one good thing is that I've led a mobile development team. Yes, I have. And that is something worth a celebration. And, I'm actually still leading the team up to now because I still work in the company. So, yeah, I'm the lead mobile developer for my company at the moment. And this is not the only company I'm working for. Yeah, okay. And the other companies, I still work as a mobile developer still. Okay. So in the same period, I learned backend engineering. And you might be asking, what? Front-end engineer with backend engineering? How come? Well, it turns out this is actually beneficial for you as a front-end engineer. That's why I took a challenge upon myself to go and learn backend engineering. But hey, we are going to talk about this in depth in a whole new video, okay? Also, in the same period, AI is a thing now, and everyone is writing code. Everyone is a developer right now. So what happens to, us? We've been building skills the whole time. It's been 5 years plus or something. There's people been working for like 8 years or 12 years or even more. So what happens to them? Okay, does AI now redefine what a developer is? So this is a topic we can also have a video about, and then we can have a back and forth thing of communication. You guys can be sending me comments on what are your thoughts on AI and how it has changed your workflows. And, I'll be making more videos on the same because this is a topic that's really affecting our industry and it's actually reshaping it. And in the same period also, about thinking about who I am and my career, I discovered I don't know much about software engineering because, anyways, we can't really know everything in software, can we? Yeah, so I discovered that I have a little knowledge of software engineering. So again, I took a challenge and had to dive deep into learning more concepts, so that I can give myself more experience in the field. So this video is basically about those 3 years and what they've taught me. And these 6 bullet points have actually shortened the whole concept, but let's really talk about everything in depth. So in my professional journey, that is working with clients and even my organization, I actually faced several problems regarding to my software engineering career. Okay, yeah, this is a point when I have new clients and I also have software projects for my company that I actually work for. Yeah, so I was getting a bit of pressure from all sides. So until a point, I've always had this idea, maybe it's a thought, that the more project I build, the better engineer I'll become. So let's just say it's a truth I had once. Okay, it's a truth I had once. And probably most of you have the same truth also. You hold the same truth, that the more projects you build, the better engineers you become. Well, because a new software project means a new problem that you have to fix or to solve. Every project that comes in comes with new requirements. It comes with new challenges that you'll be facing. So it's kind of dynamic. Yeah, it's dynamic, which means you need to think more. Go out of your way to solving those kind of problems that you face in your development journey. So probably, yeah, I mean, you could grow from the same. You could grow from the same, right? Okay, let's take a step back and look at it broadly. So here's the uncomfortable truth that you should hear. You can actually spend as many years building apps and you can still be the same engineer. You've been writing bad code, you've been writing good code. I don't know. But after I don't know how many years, does that promise that you'll change? In as much as your requirements or your projects or the problems you're solving change, does that mean that the same function you've been writing, does it change for each project? Or does that change your mental view of how you solve that problem? Okay, you can also be employed as a developer anywhere, small, big organizations, and you can still be the same guy. You see, you've been writing the same code. It's been 8 years, man. It's been 8 years, and you're still writing the same code. So whether it makes you happy or not, it doesn't really guarantee whether it's going to change. And still, you can ship features every week, and you still struggle to design systems. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. Okay, so that means it's just been you the whole time. Just been you the whole time. So at a point in my career, then I hit a point of a reality check. So now projects are coming in from clients and my organization, okay, that I work for, and software problems coming in left, right, and center. Not because I couldn't handle them or anything, but you see that you get clients. These clients wants this feature change. Another client wants this feature built. Another client wants this project built with these requirements. Okay, and as I started working on all those demands from the clients, something just revealed itself, that things were becoming harder. Features were a bit are feeling like harder to solve, or maybe harder even to change. Not because the actual problems were hard, but my initial code was fighting against me. Okay, so it was a bit of a friction for me. And that's the point I realized that working software and good engineering are not always the same. So I had to find a way out and find a new way of doing things, like writing new code or maybe restructuring stuff and all that. So at a point, I actually changed. And it's usually one of those moments that you're just sitting down and doing something, then you realize, oh my God, so there's a new way of doing things. I can do this better like this. Okay, so this turning point didn't come to me as what you guys think, because okay, at that point I was handling bigger projects. I was leading a mobile development team, and also, promotions here and there. Okay, so turns out that's not what happened at all. Okay, it's the idea that I stopped assuming experience automatically, meant improvement. Just that. I actually stopped assuming that, because looking back, after all those years, I've been writing the same code. Okay, I've been writing the same features, and then the challenges came. So I had to find a way out. And then I discovered that experience is not equal to growth, even though it should be. Because you can still repeat the same year of experience five times, Then I discovered that change or growth is deliberate. You have to take deliberate steps into growth. So in that period, there's steps I took, of course, to grow. After learning my challenges, I had to evolve. I had to evolve and grow and go past all these challenges that I have been facing the whole time. The first thing I did was learning backend engineering. Okay. Let's just take a step back again and look at this in a broader perspective. So as a mobile developer, I decided to take a challenge and learn backend engineering. Okay, not because it was a requirement or anything. No, not really. I just wanted to see the whole development thing in a whole new perspective. Okay, I wanted to see how backend engineering engineers think and how they solve problems, and it turns out it actually paid off very well than actually intended. So I discovered new ways of writing code, and I actually translated the way I was writing code in my backend engineering skills. By that time, I was focusing on Python with Fast API. So that's the tech stack I had chosen for that period. So it taught me how to write in clean architecture. So that's the first time I had an encounter with architecture, actually, and its importance in development. I learned about clean architecture, and I translated the same thing into my mobile development. And honestly, it changed a lot for me. Changed a lot. Then I realized that I could see the front end part of my development journey and the back end part of my development journey in a whole bigger perspective, in a bigger picture. I could see some similarities and some differences. And in the same, I could see that mobile development, I could just view it from what it is, and I could view backend engineering from what it is. And believe me not, I learned a lot about these two as they are, from like a broader perspective. And one thing that I also learned is that the programming language is actually just but a tool for us to solve our problems. Yeah, it's just but a tool. So back then I used to stick with my Flutter or my Android and Kotlin, just stick with it. But it turns out that's not it. That's not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is far beyond that. So I came to realize that these are just tools that I use in my day-to-day to solve software-related problems. So I just viewed everything in a whole new light. Then my mobile development journey actually got better. I was writing faster mobile code, actually, because I had actually already worked on my backend code. The UI was just more of a renderer for my backend information or data. Let's just call it that. So what was there to do? I wasn't going to spend a whole 8 hours trying to see whether the button works or anything. No, that was not the bigger picture. The bigger picture was get the UI to do my backend work. Simple. Once I viewed things like that, I could just, write mobile code faster and just ship things very fast. Another step I did, and the most important step that I actually took, was coding challenges. So this is now when growth being deliberate comes to life. Yes. So coding challenges have proven to teach me a lot. And the same principles I learned from my coding challenges, I applied them into my production code. Because these coding challenges have taught me how to solve problems and how to think. Okay, I've learned that architecture actually matters. I've learned that state drives behavior. And, thinking of all of this, they have really taught me a lot and have, helped me grow and become a better developer. And even for you who is watching this, I would actually recommend you start doing your own coding challenges. These are far more important than they actually seem. And by the way, we'll also have a video on this. We talk about how we are going to grow through coding challenges and how we can start coding challenges if you have no idea of how to start. Yeah, we'll talk about it and give a journey on how you can tackle coding challenges. So this is actually a very big improvement that I did in the 3 years, and I'm proud of, and I feel like I've grown from the same. So in the same period, AI grew and became a big thing for everyone. It's affecting all developers, me included. Okay, I don't know how you choose to work with it, or maybe it has influenced your current workflows. I don't know. But these are my views on AI and how I currently use it. Okay? So for me, at first, obviously, it was confusing. I mean, I've spent years learning how to write actual code, how to build skills, Then AI comes in. It can generate code in nanoseconds. Okay? I mean, what does that mean about me? All these years learning to master Kotlin, Flutter, or even Python. What does that mean? Yeah. So I had to take a step back and try to think through about all this. And then I discovered that there are things that AI can do, and there are things that AI cannot do. And here's a list of what I actually discovered. That AI can generate code, it can explain concepts, speed up implementation, and even help you learn faster. Okay? This is just for me and what I've actually seen it can do. And I have seen that it cannot hold a vision, it cannot understand your users, it can't even own architecture, and it can't even make engineering trade-offs. So at this point, then I see AI as a tool. And it's actually a very powerful tool. And you'll be surprised I actually use it almost every day. I use it to generate boilerplate code. I mean, I don't have to keep writing two string methods, or maybe to and from JSON methods. Let the AI do that for me. That's what I delegate to the AI to just generate the repetitive code. And also, if I want to explore new ideas and concepts, especially this works hand in hand with my coding challenges. AI can help me really understand concepts, and even I don't even stop at that point. I still have to go and do further research. Okay, it also has helped me to really improve my learning. speed. Actually, it has accelerated my understanding and my knowledge altogether. And one of the things I actually use AI for in my code is animation. Well, maybe they are hard, or maybe I just I've not really focused into animations in my code because they're not that necessary for me. I am not really an animator, so I usually delegate the animations part of my code into the AI. So I believe you guys have your own concepts on how you use AI and how it actually helps you. You can go ahead and share that into the comment section. So now that we've talked about my life in like 3 years, what I've been doing and the problems I've been facing and my turning point and how I changed and how AI has influenced our industry. So then what's next? Now that I've given a big reveal that I am back, and I'm actually back bigger and better. Yes, I'm back better. So what's next for Software Science as a channel? There's so many things that we're going to look at as mobile developers. And these concepts are actually focused on growth, most importantly, as an engineer. That means this is your next step as a developer. I mean, since I've grown as a developer, it means even you as my viewers will need to grow. So the concepts beyond this point are going to mostly focus on growth as an engineer. So we are not really going to be tied to particular programming languages or to particular frameworks, but we are going to think in a broader level. And most of these concepts, we are going to be able to apply them in any programming languages that we use. I mean, I could be talking to a Flutter engineer, or maybe an Android engineer who works with Kotlin and Jetpack Compose. You could be working with React Native. It doesn't really matter as a front-end software engineer. What matters is that you get the concepts. So the biggest concept you're going to be looking at are architecture, state and application behavior, and finally we're going to discuss more about growth as an engineer. Now, in the process, I'll be elaborating all these principles through Flutter, Android, and Python if we need to go into backend. So having said that, guys, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment, and you can also hit the bell to be notified, and you can also leave a like on this video if the content felt amazing for you. Okay, having said that, see you next time.